Hey guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome and thank you for finding us. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do like this type of content, if you like Hong Kong films, if you like Blu-rays and all that other fun stuff, please do give us a sub if you are not already subscribed, and a thumbs up and a comment and all that fun stuff. It would be much appreciated. A huge shout out to my patrons as we get into this video. I mean, as I say every single time, so much of what you see on the channel is enabled by the money that we earn from Patreon, and all that money goes back into the channel. Mike and I do not keep any of it for ourselves, and so it's kind of like the lifeblood of everything that we do here. And I also want to say I actually just finished recording a Patreon exclusive video, which is a cut comparison between the two versions of Gorgeous that you can find on the 88 Films Blu-ray right here. So if you're interested in that and other exclusives, like movie reviews and other Patreon Wicked early releases, which are videos I put up much earlier on Patreon before they hit the public YouTube channel. And by much earlier, I mean like 3, 4, 5 months, sometimes even like 6 months in some cases. $2 a month, $5 a month, you can go sign up. Let's jump right into this video. Speaking of 88 Films, actually, 88 Films officially announced their releases for August and September of 2023. And holy mama babama, there's some doozies that I didn't know were coming out that I'm hella excited about, one of which is an absolute freaking holy grail for me. Let's start with August. And as you might know, August of 2023 is the month that Radiance Films is dropping A Moment of Romance. So August and September, just from Radiance and 88 Films alone, are going to be holy mama bubba. Let's just get into it and see what we have. Okay, so this first release is one that I had no idea was coming out. Dropping on 23rd of August, or 28th of August, 2023, The Postman Fights Back. I've never seen this movie. This is US and UK. This is an action film from 1982, directed by Ronnie Yu. And it's the star of the film is Beardy, who you'll know if you're a fan of the films. Like, he's in some of the historical like martial arts films that I reviewed last year, like stuff with Sammo Hung and things like that. And Chow Yun-fat is also in the film. Chow Yun-fat is not actually the main star of the film, from what I understand, but it kind of looks like they're billing him as the main star of the film. And the artwork here is freaking awesome, by the way. And so that's going to be awesome. And like I said, I've never seen that movie, and it's a historical action film. So it takes place, in like at some period in Chinese history. They've got shorter hair, so I would imagine, and it looks like they've got guns. So I would imagine it would be after the fall of the Qing Dynasty at some point, like at some point in the 20th century, but I don't know for sure. So let me know in the comments if you've seen that film, when it takes place. And then Taxi Hunter, which is the Herman Yao film with Anthony Wong from 1993. That is the same duo who also did Ebola Syndrome and The Untold Story. And this is not an extreme horror film, from everything I've been told. It's more of just like a gonzo grindhouse film. So I'm pretty excited for that too. That's US and UK. They're putting out the Thomas Crown Affair, which is the one that has Rene Russo and Pierce Brosnan in it, which is obviously not a Hong Kong film. That's UK only, 1999. And then also UK only from 1991, Double Impact with Van Damme, which I think will be of much interest to fans of Hong Kong cinema, because the film takes place in Hong Kong for, I don't know, like 90% of the movie, 95% of the movie takes place in Hong Kong, and Bolo Young is in it, and Van Damme is in it, and it's a freaking awesome movie, and it's like a really fun, really good action movie in which Van Damme plays twins who were separated at birth and are totally different people. One of them is like this badass criminal in Hong Kong, and the other one is like a ballet or aerobics instructor in Los Angeles. It's ludicrous, and it's amazing. Really awesome shootouts. Like, I see that film was really heavily inspired by John Woo and like other heroic bloodshed type of films. But that and Hard Target are like my joint favorite Van Damme films. And that movie has a really good release. If you're in Region A and you don't have a multi-region player, that film has a really good release from MVD. I think it's in the Rewind collection. It's like a 2-disc release with lots of awesome stuff on it. So I would recommend that you go check that out too. So that's August of 2023 from 88 Films. And now we have September. So September 25th of 2023. Here's my holy grail one. This is like a top 10, like most wanted Hong Kong movie for me. Maybe even top 5. I don't know. Long Arm of the Law. Fuck yes. If you watch this channel, you know how much I love this movie. I talk about this movie every opportunity that I get to talk about it. It's actually coming out in a 2-pack with the second film. So I actually own a Hong Kong Blu-ray of Long Arm of the Law 2. Long Arm of the Law 1, I do not own a physical copy of, and as far as I understand it, the only Blu-ray that has ever been released of that movie that's like a true HD version was either in Hong Kong or mainland China. It was like 10 years ago, and it's like impossible to find. And I did at one point have a digital rip of that someone had sent to me, but my hard drive crashed and I lost that. But that's like I did a list of my top 10 favorite Hong Kong movies at some point last year, and that was on there. Like, I freaking love that movie. I cannot freaking wait for this release. I really hope we get like a Frank Jane commentary track, some awesome bonus material. I'm really, really excited for that. And I've seen the second one twice, I think. I think I've seen the first one like maybe 5 times. I've seen the second one, I think, twice, but I haven't watched it in quite a while, like probably since like 2017, 2018. So I'm really excited to watch that again. And then maybe the hope is that they'll release, if that sells really well, maybe they'll release 3 and 4, and that would be, because there's more films in that series. They're also releasing, and that's US and UK, by the way. Cha-ching! Yeah, so that's really exciting for people who are in Region A and in Region B. So then also the same day, which is the 25th of September, 2023. Oh, and it's also worth noting that let me just look at the Long Arm of the Law will be a deluxe hard box edition. So like The Young Master and what are some of the Seventh Curse, On the Run, I think Righting Wrongs, they did like that. So that like hard outer case where the movie pulls out of it. It'll be like that, not like just like the soft slip case like this one. That's just really exciting for me. So then The Last Blood, Hard Boiled 2, which has nothing to do with the first Hard Boiled, and some people are like upset they're even using that title. I don't really care either way. This is a Wong Jing movie, and it's like a heroic bloodshed film, and it's a movie that a lot of people like. Obviously, it's not nearly as good as Hard Boiled, and people are very upset when it originally came out, and like, this has nothing to do with Hard Boiled. This is not John Woo. What the hell is this movie? But that is also coming out, which is very exciting. And then finally, unrelated to Hong Kong, The Flesh and Blood Show, the horror films of Peter Walken. This is a 7-movie set from 1971 to 1978 that looks like really, like, I'm looking at the cover art here and it almost makes me think of Rob Zombie. Like, I think it's like really grindhousey, nasty, gnarly horror films. I've been watching a lot of Rob Zombie movies recently, and I love Rob Zombie's music. I actually saw Rob Zombie do a Q&A at the 20th anniversary screening of House of a Thousand Corpses like a month ago, which Mike and I went to together. Shout out to Mike. And this really looks like Rob Zombie style excuse me, artwork. And so I'm kind of curious about it, and I want to read more about it and see what the deal with these films is. So anyway, my name is Will, and it's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. We don't know any more details than that, but I am very, very excited about those releases coming out. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, and we will see you next time.